Yeah, it's looking pretty good, nice and smooth. So yesterday I did this whole panel here. So down here, you know, up here, not the bumper, the whole roof line A-pillar on back. I mean, I definitely could have done a better job, but I was kind of working against time as I usually am. I cleaned the whole panel, you know, went over it with some polish, took some of the scratches out, and then went over it with my ceramic coating just to redo it, because it's been a while since I've done the car. So like the front of it I did a couple months ago. I'm gonna have to lightly go back over it again. This door was done a few weeks ago, this panel, and I'll do the other side, and so on and so forth until the whole car is done, because wow, that's really dirty, because it's very time consuming and I generally don't have that much time. I mean, sometimes I do, and you know, it's not always the best time to do it, because either you're working against the sun or some other type of weird weather, and to do it right, it needs to be cool and whatnot. Like, I was so upset because it was mostly cloudy yesterday, and that's when I did that panel. I'm like, you know what, I got some time, it's cloudy, it's cool, let me do it. And halfway through the polishing, the sun comes out just like it is now and just starts heating up that panel. I'm like, well, I'm not redoing this again. It is what it is. You know, so there's probably a few additional scratches, that light ones, that could have been pulled out had I waited. But whatever, it looks a lot better than it did. So I really thought it was just gonna stay cloudy, and all of a sudden the sun just comes out and says, hello, whatever. Is what it is. Anywho, this video is for my regulars. I have a little update here, and it's really nothing important, nothing big, but you know, just kind of want to let you know what's going on here in the life of Kirk and the Karz Created channel. And so we're gonna have a little talk and drive, and I'm gonna let you know what's going on. And I've also been busy on some editing stuff, so check out the finalized intro break that I'm gonna put in my videos, and you can see that right now.
Let's have some fun on Karz Created.
So what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? I think that's going to be the final one. I've had a version of it in the previous two videos, and after watching it a few times, I'm like, you know what, I can make some improvements to it. And I thought it would be pretty cool. You know, it's like, hey, you know, you're entering an old retro game and stuff, and it's like time to have fun, time to play. And that was kind of the whole thing. This channel is fun for me, and I want it to be fun for others too who watch it. So that's kind of the whole purpose of that little piece there. Hopefully you liked it. I think it's pretty neat. It took some doing, a few hours of editing. That's a 100% original design by yours truly. I'm no master editor, but you know, I've had some experience now with it, so you ain't gonna find that anywhere, that's for sure. So, yeah, the update. Obviously, the beginning of the video started with me showing the panel I did, and you know, I'm hoping to get the whole car done here in the next couple weeks. I'm getting the car ready for a nice long drive. Yeah, 12-hour drive back up to Maryland, visiting the family, and taking that time to grab some extra things that I've been upset not having. Mainly my computer. You know, I've been using this laptop that we've had. Like, it's good, it gets the job done. Like, that has done all the videos you've seen this year. But it's very limited. You know, it's a decent laptop. It's got a decent Intel mobile processor, and it has done a lot for what it is. But, you know, I'm still limited. I don't have a dedicated graphics card or anything like that. If I have a serious edit, it really slows down to the point where it's barely usable. And generally there's some workarounds, but the workarounds take forever, and a lot of times I just don't edit the video and I scrap the idea because of that. And generally anything I do, I try to do it as simply as possible. So, you know, not like a super high production video is important, but sometimes I like to make a super high production video for entertainment purposes, obviously, and you know, to edit such a video takes a decently powerful computer, which that laptop isn't. So I would love to be able to grab my tower and my ultra-wide monitor, because secondly, this laptop has a very inaccurate screen for color. I'll edit something on the screen and it'll look completely different on any device I share it on. Definitely not good for that. The screen that I was using is really accurate with color, and well, that's why I was using it. So yeah, needless to say, having those items would be wonderful. I would love to grab a guitar. I haven't played a guitar since I moved. Like I didn't bring one with me. I didn't have the space at the time. I only brought the bare necessities. My fingers are probably gonna bleed after playing one again. It's gonna be tough, but I miss playing my guitars. There is a bunch of tools that I have long missed. My impact gun and everything. Sometimes little bolts or something, it's easier to zip them out with that instead of just cranking on a ratchet. A lot of things, you know, I need my spark plug gapping tool. I got, like, there's so many things I forgot to bring with me, and I didn't necessarily forget to bring it. It's just, I was being very cautious about what I brought because I knew I was bringing a lot of stuff as it was, and I didn't want to take up any unnecessary space bringing things I knew I didn't technically need. You know, my whole thought when I came down here originally was, all right, cool, I'll come down here in a few months, we'll be golden, and then we'll be able to like pay to have our stuff shipped down. And well, that was far from reality. Didn't quite happen that way, but I always try to be the glass half full type of guy. Doesn't always work out for me, but hopefully we'll be able to get most of our stuff down, my toolbox, most of my tools, all that. So that will be coming, like that will be happening first of the year, and it'll be nice. I've put off so many things with this car, not only because I've been limited on money, but I have no tools. I have the bare necessities to do basic stuff, which is why I brought them. You know, your basic sockets, your basic screwdriver, and you know, a lot of more of the special tools, you know, special fabricating things I don't have with me. I can't really, you know, do anything unless it's literally a bolt on, bolt off type situation. So once again, that's put off a lot of videos. Realistically, I'm not buying the tool twice. You know, I spent a lot of money and time acquiring the tools that I already have. I'm not getting them twice. The whole thing was I hoped that I would have everything sooner than a whole year later, but that wasn't the case. What that basically means for the channel is, with my computer, I'll be able to crank out videos better, faster, and more consistently than with what I currently have. First and foremost, having all of that back, and then having the tools available, I'll be able to do more projects that I've been limited on. So that's just going to help bring a lot of my old type content back to the channel. You know, I've been trying to do what I can with what I got. I haven't really been doing anything project wise. I've been a lot of filler content. Very slow year for the channel. It's kind of discouraging and disappointing because, you know, I had such a better year last year. I only made like half of the revenue this year than I did in 2021. So I'm gonna be making that trip up. I don't even know what day it is that we're leaving. The 22nd to 23rd. I don't know, something like that. We're going up for Christmas essentially. I'm going to be gone for that whole week, and I'm not even gonna bother taking the cameras with me. There's no point. It's not really anything worth videoing, you know, the drive up, back into cold ass Maryland. Blech. You know, I'll be able to see Ricky. I don't know if I'll be able to start it or not. I'm kind of hesitant to start that damn thing. It's been sitting so long. I don't really want to mess with it until I get it back down here, especially it being as cold as it's been up there. You know, probably just let it be. I'm not going to touch it. Eventually, once I get it down here, you know, I'll have to go through the whole thing and get it fired back up and running again. But I've taken on some help recently, and I know you've just seen them in the last video. I was hesitant to bring this guy on because I wasn't sure how it was going to work out, but kind of weighing the pros and cons, I think I'm going to keep this guy on. That guy is EcoBro, and EcoBro, basically, his job is going to be to bring some spice to the channel. He's going to probably stir the pot a little bit, you know, not too much, just enough. Get some attention coming to the channel. His role isn't to be anything serious, so just don't mind him. But, you know, he's only coming on right now part-time. He's not going to be working too much. But you are going to see EcoBro every now and again. He's going to show up in some of the content. I think that's going to be good for some attention here on the channel, because I need to get a little bit of motion going, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it'd be a cool idea to bring him on and see how things go. If things don't work out, you know, we can always part ways with him. So we're gonna see how that goes. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I have a new beanie. This isn't a beanie, but hat. Beanie that I have created, and I don't know if you've seen it, but my ST beanies and hats have done so well, I decided to make something for the RS folks. And I know there's far more ST type vehicles out there than there are RS, but the RS name goes back to very early days of Ford, and really, I mean, the modern badge represents our recent Focus RS. If you do want such a beanie, it does exist on the Karz Kreated Etsy store, which you can always find the link in the description. If you choose to want such a hat or maybe a gift here right before Christmas, honestly, if you're going to buy anything now, probably not going to get it until maybe before Christmas, but everything's been backed up, so it might be after if you buy any gifts now. But aside from that, there really isn't much going on, you know, same old, just the same thing, just a different day, you know what I'm saying. It's been a tough one this year, moving and everything. There was a lot of unknowns we had to figure out and whatnot. I knew it was going to be tough, and I knew the channel was going to take a hit. I was just hoping that it wasn't going to be prolonged to the point that it has been. But it has been, and it is what it is. I mean, considering all things, you know, not being able to really do anything crazy with this car, not having the Fiero, and really not being able to do too much, I still managed to grow the channel several hundred subscribers. You know, got it over the 2,000 mark. We're working our halfway mark to 3,000. And all of that without any real videos. You know, I've been working so hard on trying to get this channel really to take off, and it's not. It's been stagnant, and it's been really tough. Not earning hardly any money from anything. It's affected me with the money I'm putting towards the channel. I don't really have money that I can come out of pocket with it. So if I'm not making it with YouTube or Facebook or whatever, you know, then it's unfortunately nothing I can use to put towards the channel, and that just stunts its growth. I've inquired to some YouTubers about connecting with them. One in particular was pretty cool about the idea. I really thought it was going to result in some type of connection, either just like a casual internet conversation or something, but I've tried to reach out to that said YouTuber, and I haven't been successful. So, not sure what happened there. Hopefully, maybe it's just my message went somewhere where he hasn't looked yet. I don't know. I've been trying everything I could think of to do with what I got, and it hasn't resulted in much. It's unfortunate. I really wanted this to take off and be a prominent source of income for me, but it unfortunately has not, or at least help fund my want to get into racing, and it's just going to take a lot more work to hopefully get it there. So I'm kind of excited for 2023. I think 2023 is going to be a great year for growth on the channel. I'm hoping by summer of 2023 that the channel will be at 3,000 subscribers or more. Hopefully, we'll see, but that's my goal, is to have 3,000 subscribers by or before, even like, let's say by July, to have the channel at or over 3,000 subscribers. So that's a goal that I'm working for. Just a lot of different things, you know. Hopefully I can maybe get in touch with some other YouTubers, either just get some insight from them or maybe a collaboration type video. I don't know what anyone's really willing to do. A lot of other YouTubers are busy as it is. I'm trying, I really am. Anyway, I think that's gonna be pretty much it. I think that kind of goes over everything, and hopefully you're looking forward to some of the stuff that I am. And really, you know, I'm gonna kind of take it easy here through the holidays, and the new year we'll start things back fresh and try to get you know, try to get some better, more interesting content on the channel. I have some testing videos I want to do with the Draggy that's been postponed because I've been trying to get the car ready and not break it before I have to use it for a very long trip. So they'll be coming here first of the year, and hopefully some other projects here with the car until we get the Fiero down, which definitely, okay, I can't say definitely, but it's in my plans to have that down here next year sometime, hopefully before the end of the year. But that is your update here on the channel, and yeah, it's gonna be it for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, share with everyone you know. If you want to see more content like this and you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Keep a lookout for the next true car enthusiast video.